He will take you to be what? Extreme negligence. Ifrat or tafriq. And those are the two you need to be careful of when it comes to fitna. Don't overdo things to yourself. إن الدين يسر ولن يشاد الدين أحد إلا غلبه فسددوا وقاربوا. This religion is easy, it's simple, don't overdo it. Young brothers start practicing the deen, they see ahadith and nusus, and straight away, without knowing the way it's applied, the way it's done, in what place it's done, how it's done, and they don't understand all of that. So they take these nusus and they apply it, and especially sometimes they go and they apply it on their families. And then it causes a lot of problems. Extreme in exaggeration. And then later, sometimes if your family are not even Muslims, it becomes very hard to give them da'wah because you burn all the bridges. Because you went extreme exaggeration. You didn't look at the method and the hikmah of how da'wah is given. Are we all together, brothers? Don't be extreme in exaggeration. And don't equate to being taking all the harshest views. Don't think that's piety. That's not piety. It was mentioned about our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "Ma khuyira an-nabiy sallallahu alaihi wasallam bayna shay'ayn." The Prophet was never given the choice between two things. "Illa akhadha aysaruhuma." He takes the easiest one. "Ma lam yakun ithman," as long as it's not a sin. He took the easiest one. You're a traveler, for example, in a country. Allah is giving the rukhsah of shortening and combining, for example. Take that. I'm like, no, I'm righteous. I'm going to pray every... And it's a rukhsah Allah gave you, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Are we all together, brothers? The Prophet told us, alayhi salatu wasalam, إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ أَن يُؤْتَى بِالرُّخَسِ كَمَا يُحِبُّ أَن يُؤْتَى بِالْعَزَائِمِ. Allah loves for you to come with the ease, the way He loves for you to come with the strong rulings that He has given you. Like pray this salah, this time and this salah. And when He gives you ease, Allah likes you to come with the ease. Because He is the one who legislated both. And you're obeying Him in both situations. Sah? So stay away from being extreme. There's some people, my brothers and sisters, they have, and extremism is, by the way, is two. There's extreme in belief and there's extreme in what actions. Sah? Extreme in belief is that you're the only guided person and everyone else is misguided. And you are, firqatul naji and ta'ifatul mansura, you and a few of your friends. And you believe that. Or you believe you're the only Muslim and everyone is kuffar and zanadiqa and Allah only gave you Islam. That's ghulu i'tiqadi. And there's another type of ghulu which is ghulu amali. Ghulu amali is when the person is extreme in acts of worship. He overly does righteous deeds. To the extent that those righteous deeds that he's doing, he's abandoning more important responsibilities. Are we all together? He's forsaken his wife, he's forsaken his children, he's forsaken the responsibilities that are upon him. Mas'uliyat that are upon you. You need to fulfill this responsibility. تضيعه. You forsake those responsibilities. Sah, brothers? هذا هو. Are we all together? I remember a brother, tough brother, just practicing the deen, reads an ayah from the Quran directly, acts upon it. So he got married. His wife complained. She said, this guy, I don't know where he came from, what galaxy he was sent from. I can't do this. I can't live this way, she said. I'm losing it. I said, what happened, sister? Calm down. I thought she was one of those feminists, who she doesn't like the ayat and the hadith, but I learned a lesson not to judge. At the end of that, At the end of that discussion, I was on the woman's side. She said, my parents came and knocked on the door. And the time that they knocked on my door, was it after Salatul Isha or was it Dhuhr time? One of the times, my parents came. And then my husband looked and he said, don't let them in. I said, why? He said to me, Allah said in the Quran. She said, what? She said, what did Allah say? She said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said, من قبل صلاة الفجر وحين تضعون ثيابكم ومن بعد صلاة العشاء ثلاث عورات لكم. There's 3 times that you don't come to people's houses. Hair. من قبل صلاة الفجر, before Fajr. Dhuhr time and after Isha. Which is true. Ayah does say that. She's saying, my mom, it's raining outside. She's at the door. He said, are we going to take Allah over your mom? Do you see, brothers, what's happening here? Huh? She was like, I literally watched my mom stand there, and then he said to me, go to her and tell her, open the door, tell her. She goes, I can't tell my mom. I prefer she thinks that we're not here. I said, no, I command you. Again, he used the hadith. You have to obey your husband. So you have to go to the door and tell your mom, by your husband. Hey, what do? Go to your mom and tell her, Mom, my husband said you can't come this time. It's not the right time to come. She said, I was in tears. I opened the door. I said, Mom, it's a bad time. You can't come. So Allah saved me that my mother understood. But what type of person am I dealing with? I said, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Musibah is what you're dealing with, sister. But I said in my head, I don't want to destroy this marriage. But I was like, A'udhu billah. Sah, brothers. That person is going to make that sister hate Islam, the name Islam, the word Islam. She's going to hate every ishtiqaqat of that word. And he's thinking that, قُلْ هَلْ نُنَبِّئُكُمْ بِالْأَخْسَرِينَ أَعْمَالًا الَّذِينَ ضَلَّ سَعْيُهُمْ فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا وَهُمْ يَحْسَبُونَ أَنَّهُمْ يُحْسِنُونَ صُنْعًا. He thinks he's doing good. So this is ghulu. It's not pleasing to Allah, angers Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Where did it come from? عَدَمُ فَهْمِ الْقُرْآنِ. He didn't understand the verse he's reading. He hasn't comprehended that. I will tell the brothers. And these type of people, وَكَثِيرٌ مَّهُمْ. They're many. And they burn out. But the problem is, if they only burnt out themselves, they take other people with them as well. And they destroy the image of Islam.